How you doing? Welcome to another video. I'm Kevin O'Hara for habitsfeed2.com, and today I'm going to be talking about being careful of the slippery slope after you stop drinking alcohol. Now, this was a comment that I got from YouTube, and this person says, 2 years sober, then let's have a beer. I know I can handle that. There's a limit to, hold on, I'll just read it here. Led into my limit of 2 pints, but only if I can sleep. Then that led into I can get a drink, a 6-pack at home every now and again. And that led into let's go out and get smashed just this once. And that led into the same damn pattern and the new legal troubles. And all started with just one thought after 2 years of success. I can handle one beer. Giving into that thought led to $11,000 in legal expenses 14 months later. Like this fella says, it's impossible to control alcohol because of the chemistry. You're putting something into your body that literally changes how you think. Now, we've spoken about this so many times on this channel, about moderation being one of those things that people go through. It's a cyclical thing that people go through time and time again. I went through it God knows how many times before I stopped drinking alcohol. And there's so many dangers to it. I think it gets you into that rhythm of just not stopping and on thinking that there's something still good about putting this poison inside of your body. And it's one of the things that I notice time and time again as well with the people that come across to our channel, to our program, especially when people get through the first month or 2 months and 3 months. And a lot of people, I think 4 and 5 months can be a danger zone for a lot of people, longer. And obviously, 2 years. Now, I'm going to give you 3 different dangers that I see with people most of the time when they stop drinking alcohol. The first one, that the danger is always present if you don't fundamentally change the way that you process alcohol. And what I'm talking about that is processing it in your mind, how you process alcohol as being a thing, being a part of your life. Most people process alcohol as being a fun part of their lives, a necessary part of their lives, a necessary part for socialization, necessary part for relaxation. And as long as you have that in your mind in that form or in a form similar to that, then that's always going to present a danger in the long term. You need to seriously, fundamentally change the way that alcohol is thought about. I always think about alcohol now as a poison, and I would never put it inside my system. The same way that I wouldn't put arsenic into my system, the same way as I wouldn't put heroin into my system or any of those the drugs that we consider to be far more dangerous, but they're not. If you look at the harms that are caused by alcohol is up there with the best of them, and even it outranks a lot of the so-called harder drugs in more ways than one. Now, the next danger is that there's a danger always present if you look at the short-term gratification versus long-term solutions. And what I'm talking about this is when you're looking for short-term gratifications, especially external ones, you're trying to find solutions to your problems, or you're trying to find solutions to the way that you're feeling, trying to get away from your emotions through alcohol or drugs or something that is in the short term. That is, you're looking for short-term pleasure, long-term pain, instead of the opposite way around. You should be looking at short-term pain, long-term pleasure, and always look at things in the perspective of long-term solutions. Alcohol is never going to give you anything but pain in the long term. The short term, it will help you to forget about things because you're just out of your brain, you're dumbifying yourself. But in the long term, it's going to give you nothing. And the third thing that I'll talk about is that there's a danger always present if you don't actively look to very broadly improve yourself in the days and the weeks and the months and the years following you stopping drinking alcohol, and doing that day by day. And here we're talking about really improving yourself and looking at, I'm not sure if it was, what's the guy from Apple? Anyway, you really want to have something that is pulling you forwards and something that is pushing you from behind. So a lot of people stop drinking alcohol because they're in pain in that moment. And that will help you, it will motivate you for a period of time. But after that time is over, it's going to dissipate. And once the the motivation of fear is gone, then it's always a danger that you won't be motivated anymore to stop. And this kind of thing will happen where one thing leads to another. Moderation is always going to give you that thing where you'll moderate for a couple of weeks and you'll pat yourself on the back about it and tell yourself how good you've been. And that's one of the most dangerous things that you can do, because, as they say, the next time you go out, then you'll have an extra one, or maybe one or two more. Or you go out and you have that night where you're just getting pissed and you want to say to yourself, yeah, it's only the once, don't worry about it. It's a slippery slope back down to where you were. So I hope you got something out of that video today. If you are looking for a help to stop drinking alcohol, we've always got our Habits V2 program, www.habitsv2.com. We've also got a quick start preparation guide to help you to step across that line, give you a bit of confidence. Take a look at this. So you can download the Quick Start Preparation to Stop Drinking Alcohol course. This is a short course that helps to give you a bit of clarity, a bit of confidence, and just that courage to step across that line and stop drinking alcohol. You can get it free by scanning on the QR code or going to this link, www.habitsv2.com/prep. All right, so I hope you got something out of that video. I will speak to you again in the next one. Take care of yourself. Keep the alcohol out of your mouth. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.